Thank you for bearing with me. All right. So hey, it's me, the key. Welcome to the place where perfection is an idea, it's not a goal, and we discuss the quiet parts out loud of things going on in life for self healing and understanding. Right. Um, Essentially, today we're going to talk about seizing every opportunity that comes your way and creating new ones for yourself. So, whether you're like a student or you're a professional or entrepreneur, whatever it is, right? We're going to basically just focus on seizing those opportunities, right? So, the thing that motivated me to getting to this point was I was listening to Lose Yourself by Eminem, okay? And at the very beginning, his intro says, look, if you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything that you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or would you just let it slip? And I feel like I've seen so many people talking about how like they would capture the moment, they would be all in the moment, they would do this and they would do that, and if only I had, if only the setup was this, if only life looked like that. But it's like we have to create those moments within the like realm that we're in. Like I feel like not every opportunity presents itself, that sometimes we just have to create opportunity, and I don't think that many people take that into account, right? Like opportunities can definitely be created. Like it does not have to be something that you conjure up, but it also isn't something that like somebody else that says, "Hi, would you like to do this?" Like sometimes you just got to go after it and you got to get it. And so like you have to shift your mindset from being like opportunity is a door that somebody else opens up for you, and are you good enough to walk in the door? Like no, you have to know that you're good enough to build the door, bust the door down, walk through the door if it's opened up for you. Like you have to understand that you're capable of doing all of those things, and that's okay. It's kind of like changing your mind to know that any opportunity that you ever want is an opportunity that you can always have. And that's just it. You literally just know that you can do that, and it's all yours. If you want it, it's yours. Okay. So essentially, like, what does that look like on like, how do I create these opportunities of my own? Right. One of the biggest things I used to struggle with was networking. Like you talking to somebody with the intention of needing their assistance to getting to the next point or the next step, whether it's in your career, whether it's in your journey at walk of faith, like whatever the case may be. And a lot of people really struggle with that because it's kind of just like, oh, I don't really want to talk to people. I think that I may not always want to talk to people either, but sometimes you have to do what it takes to do things you don't want to do to get to places that you really want to be, you know? And that's an important part of it. And I would say just like start small. Start with people that you know that you're comfortable with and ask them who they know and can they introduce you to that individual person. So I feel like it's really important when you're networking with people to really take the time to, if you're someone like me who isn't really into talking to people like that, ask the people that you know to introduce you to people that they know, and let everybody know what your goals are, because nobody can help you if they don't know where you're going, right? Everybody's not out to get you. The next biggest thing is like skill development and innovation as far as your thinking, right? Like I have taken time. You can literally learn skills anywhere. You can learn skills anywhere. I have learned skills just from like YouTube, right? You go on YouTube, you can learn a skill. You can go online, you can do all these types of things in order to create and gain more insight and more values that can assist you in just day to day life, right? So that is also something that's super important. Now, what does this look like in action? Okay. The reality is, I have seen people transform their lives by creating opportunities, right? I'll give you an example of just like regular life, right? So I have a friend who She had to apply for like 150 jobs just to get the one opportunity. And I told her, I said, listen, take the opportunity. Just take it. Just take the opportunity and make this job the one that you really want it to be. And she went in, she started in 2021. By the time 20, she started in 2021 as like one of the lower, like level, bottom of the barrel type of things. Now she's a senior account manager. Okay. And it's been 3 years, 3 years, because she worked hard. She created the opportunity. She talked to everyone, let them know, hey, this is what I want. These are my goals. This is where I'm going. And she did. Right. And you increase your income by like 1, 2, 3, 4x, right? By just creating the opportunity. But I also feel like, I don't know, like when Eminem literally was saying, like, would you seize the, like, would you capture the opportunity to do anything that you ever wanted in your life? And we literally all have that opportunity to do, like, we literally all can do that, but we just choose not to. We have all these excuses as to why we can't do something when literally you have 24 hours, 24 opportunities, 365 days, and that entire year in order to change your life. And then you go into the next year saying that you'll change your life that year, but you said you would change your life 5 years ago. And here you are in a different variation of the same type of life that you said you didn't want to be in the first place. So, what are we doing? I don't know, child, but I'm not trying to be the one there. So, that's why we're making these moves. We're doing things a little bit differently because you want to change the relationships you have. You want to change like where you're going, right? I think it's so important to really think about the fact that your life is exactly what you make it, right? Like I have made decisions and I'm like, man, should have never did that, right? But I did. So what are we gonna do about it? You didn't like it. Okay, it's fine. Like, how do we change that? So that is something else that I'm working on doing that I'm like, hey, like I think I've learned in 2025, like, it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to change your now. That doesn't mean that you say you're gonna do something and then just like not do it all the time, but you 100% can change your mind and decide you just don't want to do that anymore. You don't want to be involved in that anymore. Because, honey, child, I feel like, whoo, child, you said that there was something that you weren't going to do that you probably should have done. You probably should have done. You were too busy, like, oh, well, I just don't feel like it. Well, if you don't feel like having a better life, whatever that looks like to you, a more comfortable life, then you won't because you didn't want to sacrifice it. I think that people want to sacrifice very little to get a whole lot, and that just makes no sense. Like, why are we sacrificing this much but expecting to get like this much from it? We can't do that because I don't know, 1 + 1 = 2. And I don't know why you think it equals 5 because you can't give up 2 hours of your day towards something, but then expect it to just produce like you were putting in a whole 8 hours of work, right? I think we live in a day and age where everybody just thinks like, hey, I'm just gonna continue to throw out random stuff. I'm gonna just continue to live my life and put in a dash of effort, a little bit of sprinkle of, opportunity, and then like a bucket of water full of audacity and think that we're gonna get somewhere. And we're just not. We're just not. And that's okay. It's okay for you to believe that and then not do it. And I feel like it's just not about luck. Life is not about luck. It's about creating the opportunity. I feel like everybody's an artist, and their life it's their art, it's their clay, it's their sculpture, it's their being. Like it is 110% all good to live in that space and to just, do whatever you want to do as long as you're okay with the outcome of it. Cause I kind of just feel like we've got like this much audacity, but the outcome is like not what you want it to be, but it's because you didn't put in the work that you should have put in to get what you wanted to get out of it in the first place. So I've been a victim of that. Like I have literally been guilty of doing the shenanigans. Okay? Like it's been me. I've been her. Just doing whatever. Just doing whatever. And then expecting something of it. It's insane. I'm like, yo, girl, you can't be doing this because that makes no sense. So we just stopped doing it, you know? So I I just think it's a balance, right? You have to actively create that life. Like we need to just sit down and we need to make a list that says, hey, in this life, this is what I want, right? And this year in 2025, I'm going to thrive. In 2025, we're going to be alive. In 2025, everything that I want will be because I will create the opportunity. I don't know. That's a word for somebody. And I hope that you picked it up. Okay. I hope that everything that you ever want comes to pass. I hope that the life that you want, you can create for yourself. I hope that God places the people in the right places at the right time for everything that you want. But I'm going to tell you right now, nobody can want more out of your life than you. They can't. They can't. Because it's not going to generate the same of what you're looking for. Literally nobody can want more out of your life than you. And if they do, what does that say? You're not going to get as much as what you want out of life because your mom wants it for you because she's not living your life. Like at this point, they've raised you to up into this point, and that's it. That's all you can do. That's literally it. That is all you can do. Okay? So all I'm saying is this, okay? If you want to know the unpopular opinion about this whole thing is that I think that you're dealt cards that you're dealt when you're first born. But as you get older and you start flipping those cards over, it's time to turn face and figure out where to go and how to match certain things up to make it work for your benefit and get to know yourself and get to know the people around you and change your circle and make things shake, right? Put yourself in a blender. Put all the ingredients of who you are in a blender, mix it all up and create something beautiful that tastes good. Okay. So that's all I have to say is that you can absolutely do this. This is absolutely something that you can accomplish. You can thrive in it. You can dive in it. You can do all the things it is that you need to be doing. And I'm just saying, make it happen. Make it happen. And I'm here for you. And I'm here to watch you just, you know, thrive and be great in everything it is that you're trying to do. So all I'm trying to say is like just drop it in the chat, drop it in the what is it in the comments? Put it in the comments when you created your own opportunity or when you took advantage of one so that we can celebrate you because those wins are the type of wins that we need to be bringing into 2025. Okay? So that's all I have to say today. Otherwise, happy New Year's to you, to your entire family. I pray that this year is what it should be for you and whatever you're trying to accomplish. And in this series, we're going to be doing, the episodes every single night for the entire month of January because we've got things to talk about, things to do, mindsets to change. We got mountains to move, y'all. We ain't Jesus, but I always like to say I ain't Christ, but I'm Christ-like. So we going to move that way. Okay. I will talk to y'all tomorrow night. Bye for now.